Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we got a Bestech knife here. This thing is beastly. This is their Keen 2. All right, look at this guy. Some specs on this. We have a 4.1 inch blade of S35VN. Very, very nice. Close is 5.6 inches. We have a titanium frame lock backside and a interesting green and black G10 scale on front. Overall length is 9.8 inches, and this thing weighs 5.2 ounces. So I've been rocking this bad boy for a couple weeks now, and it is pretty impressive. It's big. It's actually pretty interesting. I mean, this is like cold steel territory for me, which you don't see a whole lot of companies. I mean, you know, sprinkled here and there, you might see a couple models that are large like that, but I don't frequently have a bunch of, you know, what I consider monster folders, and this thing is pushing that. It's quite large. You know, outside of cold steel. Now, obviously, like I said, there's different offerings here and there, but most of the time I'm dealing with, you know, medium, you know, it's a small, maybe a large knife, but not quite this big. I love a full 4-inch blade. It is just very satisfying to be able to just use all that edge when cutting something. It's awesome. Pretty straightforward, simple design. There are a bunch of different color combinations for this guy. This one is obviously, like I said, the green and black. Let me give you a close-up. Let me zoom in here. It's kind of interesting. It's almost like a thumbprint type pattern, and obviously repeats there. All right, a couple cutouts here. Pretty interesting. I like it though. But if you're not into the green-black thing, they also have this in orange and black. Same pattern, same exact pattern. They do the green, the orange, and they have a blue one. Then they have one that has a satin blade, I believe. It's not a black blade. It's satin with a black and white version of this, which is interesting. Then they have two ones that are carbon fiber. And I want to say the carbon fiber ones are also satin blades, but those are a little more expensive. These range on the low end from $250 all the way up to almost $300 for those carbon fibers. So it just depends on, you know, which version you get. Overall, it's pretty straightforward. It just happens to be a larger knife. I do like the simple clip point blade. The lockup is fantastic on this guy. You know, whether you're opening it slow or fast, locks up like a bank vault. I mean, everything you expect from Bestech. Bestech happens to be one of the higher end, you know, Chinese companies out there. And I actually have another model I'm gonna do a video on soon that I've been testing out that is like under 75 bucks. That is awesome as well. Just has, you know, lower quality materials. But anyway, dual thumb studs on this, as well as a little fuller. It's on both sides there. So if you want to, instead of using the thumb studs on top and bottom, you can use the fuller to open it. All right. To me, you don't get nearly as much grip, so I do prefer the thumb studs. Just kind of old school. I know, you know, everyone's got the flipper deal and front flippers and back flippers and assisted and all that stuff. I mean, I grew up in the 90s with knives with thumb studs. They all had thumb studs, and I just prefer it. It's easy to flick out. So looking at the back here, again, that it's a black stonewashed titanium. All right, it looks and feels like stainless steel. There's a little bit of heft here, but it is in fact titanium. Same thing with the little back spacer there. Pocket clip works great. This is a smooth side, as you can see here, so it's very easy to slip in and out of the pocket. There is a little slot there for a lanyard, which I did not use on this guy. It does stick out a little bit though, you know, in the pocket because of the pocket clip style. So it's not deep conceal or anything like that. But awesome lockup. Like I said, there is a lock bar insert on this guy. You can see the screw there for that. Just kind of straightforward. Fantastic knife, just big. So I did save the packaging to show you guys here. All right, there's the model number for this particular one. This one, by the way, was I think $271 is the price on this one. Again, they range a little bit depending on, you know, which color or if you want the carbon fiber. Bestech always comes with these very cool little clamshell knife storage pouches. I don't necessarily use these to, like, you know, transport knives or anything. I'm not moving stuff around. Either I'm carrying it or I'm storing it somewhere. But these are nice for storage. All right, so it came in a plastic bag. It's got its own cleaning cloth. With all these Chinese companies do this. I actually use these cleaning cloths all the time for my glasses. Not my knives, but I do clean my glasses with them. They're awesome. All right, paperwork is in there as well in the back. So this is a double knife storage pouch. And even though this guy is big, it does still fit in there. Let me put it in reverse. All right, I usually like clipping these on. All right, so this is kind of maxing out the you know, length here, but it does still, you know, zipper close. It's fine. What is nice about these double pouches, even though you buy one knife, it comes with a 2-knife pouch. So if you want to, you can put another folder in here, and because they're opposites, when they close, they don't rub and scratch on each other. All right, so if you are storing your knives, these are nice, whether you're using the box or not. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these Chinese companies, they offer all kinds of things like, you know, you almost always get a cleaning pouch or cleaning cloth and some kind of a pouch. It's just kind of nice, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The Keen 2. As far as ergonomics on this guy, you can see we have a not a specific finger choil so much as a large swooped area here. So I do get both fingers in there, and actually my fingers being, you know, extra large gloves, they do fit very nicely. And then my ring finger and pinky roll into this second little curvature here. Depending on your hand size, if your finger lands at this point or this point, it can be a little uncomfortable. I mean, this one happens to fit me very nice. I do feel the edge on the lock bar here just a little bit. It's not actually sharp at all, but because it's a little bit squared off, all right, you feel that like when you're gripping down really, really hard, right in the pointer finger there. All right, that's only when I'm, you know, cutting a ton of thick cardboard and you're using a lot more of that pressure. That's where you feel a little bit. But depending on how you're gripping this, you know, sometimes I feel it rubbing, sometimes I don't. Never really create a hot spot or anything like that. Because of the length here, there's no hot spot at all with this pocket clip. All right, so that's kind of a bonus with a bigger knife. A lot of times when I do get hot spots, it's the pocket clip for a tip-up style carry, and it's usually right here, you know, in the base of my palm. There is jimping on the back here, which is very purposeful, which is very nice. All right, so yeah, I mean, as far as using the knife, no real issues. The only thing I noticed again is just that because it's sticking up past the front scale, obviously to make it easier to manipulate, put your thumb over to unlock. I just feel that a little bit there. That's my only real complaint, and it's not even that much of a complaint. So yeah, nice simple female side hardware here, so your screw head's on the back. I always like that. It's presentation style. I don't even know, I mean, back in the 90s, a lot of knives that, again, I grew up with when I was younger, the screw heads were all on the front side. It's just, okay, well, that's, you know, you just unscrew it there. But at some point, someone realized, why not have the right side or presentation side, since more people are righty than lefty. If you're lefty, this is obviously the presentation side, but most people are rocking knives like this. So when you're looking at it, you have a nice clean look, all right? Nice clean pivot. There's nothing, no screw heads or anything there. All right, so yeah, I mean, overall, I do like it. I think it's pretty neat. I was very excited to see that they had a big boy here. If you guys know of any other Bestechs that are much larger like this, I'd love to know about them because I'd love to try them out. But anyway, the Keen 2 was pretty cool. I definitely dig it. Just feels nice having a big old knife in the pocket. So anyway, that's all. Let me know if you guys have one of these and what you think of it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.